Welcome to our Adventure Miles. So welcome to the top of Europe. We are on Jungfraujoch.
That is the #1 attraction, and we went to it on day 2.
Absolutely stunning.
It was. It's amazing. That's what we're going to be showing you today.
Jungfraujoch is actually a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it's 3,454 meters above sea level. And so they've got a big playground up there that you can do a bunch of different activities on. We're going to show you them as we go through it, and we'll talk about them as we go. You get off the train. Apparently there's a post office box right there that you can mail a letter from the highest part of Europe. So I know people get excited about being able to mail a letter from somewhere unique. So if you want to,
that opportunity is there if you want.
Just arrived, you're kind of already a little bit of elevation sickness, the altitude got you, and then you walk into this panoramic view of Jungfraujoch.
It's like a projector, and it has the different views on the wall of the different seasons, and it goes in like a 3D effect, and it's right when you get off the train. So for me, I'm a little bit sensitive to all these things, and yes, I did become a little bit dizzy, so I needed just a few moments to stabilize myself, and then I was good to go though, and everything was fine.
So the next item on the list that you see is the Sphinx Tower. This is an observatory. You shoot up, it takes 27 seconds on this elevator to shoot up to this observation platform. Now the observation platform that you get to walk out onto is the highest observation level available to us on Jungfraujoch. So, but from that point you can see ranges.
Right, yeah, it's something to see. Oh my gosh.
And apparently you can see
France, Italy, and Germany. There's mountain peaks there that you can see on a very clear day.
You had no idea what we're looking for.
Yeah,
we may have seen them, but... So the next item on the list is something we actually spent a lot of time out on, which was the Alpine Glacier. We walked across that glacier, and the views, the experience was quite stunning.
Right, make sure you bring certain things for that walk.
Yes.
Good shoes, like we had running shoes, but if you have hiking boots, that would be a lot better.
Absolutely.
Also have a toque or a scarf and a warm coat, obviously. It's snow. But it was a sunny day for us, so it ended up getting quite hot. It was quite warm.
And the sun bounces off the snow because it's pure snow that you're just hit.
Yeah, so the brightness, you need sunglasses.
Yes. I think when we were up there, it was like 5 degrees Celsius. So we were quite lucky. We were in the heat of the day, so it was perfect.
The walk takes about 2 hours, so pace yourself. And at the end of the walk, there is a restaurant hut.
It's called Jungfraujoch Hut, and it's the tallest hut in Europe.
And that's what we did, and thoroughly enjoyed our stay there. Right. And just took in the views and absorbed it all, and then we hiked back.
So going to the hut was all uphill one way. It is a couple of kilometers long, and but you're on the glacier the entire time. And I think you forget that you're actually on a glacier because it just seems like you're out on a hike in beautiful mountains. But if you'll see the crevasses right on the edge of the walkway. One of the main reasons you stay on the trail. Stay on the trail. And then it just brings you back to reality that you're on a glacier.
Yeah.
And that glacier moves about 6 inches every day. Yeah. The Alpine Glacier is the longest glacier in the world. It's 22 kilometers long. It's about 900 meters thick, and it encompasses about 80 square kilometers. So it's quite a sight to see. And we were on it, so that was good.
Yeah.
So the next part is called the Alpine Sensation. And so you go through this tunnel basically from one section, basically from the Sphinx all the way to this other section, and there's a bunch of different items in there. So for me, it was the murals on the wall. There was another section that did the history of the building, of the creation, how the miners were digging into the mountain to get the railway done up. There was 110 workers that passed away during that period of time, and they had a little memorial to them as well.
After going through the Alpine Sensation,
called the Ice Palace.
It's one of my favorites. Going through that was amazing, and just the thought that it was done in the 1930s by mountain guides. who chiseled and sawed their way through to create this.
It was pure ice. The walkway that we go through, you can see it kind of was running my handle on the wall.
Yeah, the tunnel.
Yeah, the tunnel was just sheer ice. And again, it's inside a glacier, so the walls are moving there. But
it's almost like a dry ice.
Yes.
You don't feel water or anything. It's just so cold in there that it's not melting. It's,
yes. And there's no slickness in it.
And yeah, well, there's a little bit of slickness.
Yeah,
you do have to be careful with your footing.
Yeah.
But the sculptures were beautiful. My favorite was a penguin with egg glue, and that was my favorite. There was quite a few nice ones.
Yeah. Yeah, and we found the little character from what's that dinosaur movie? But anyways, yeah, it was quite a neat experience, but it wasn't that cold.
Yeah.
And so when you got through the ice palace, you got to the other side, and you got to the highest outdoor plateau that you could walk around on, and it was called the plateau. And we got to take some pictures on there with the Swiss flag, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a busy section because everybody wanted to take their picture with the flag, but the views were spectacular.
That's it. And then at the end of the tour ends up, as most tours do, at the gift shop and yeah.
And the lint store.
And the lint store, which of course is very important to us.
Well, at least to me.
And yeah, it was pretty cool.
Since I've been here, I've had, oh my God, so much lint chocolate. And every store they offer you samples, and not just one. They usually give you more.
But it is the highest lint store in the world. So in that main complex has a souvenir shop, a Tissot watch shop, Lint Swiss chocolate heaven, and a couple of restaurants. So.
Yeah.
And that was it. But we got burnt. We were exhausted by the time we were done. We left.
The sun is so intense being up there. Even with our 60 plus sunscreen, I still got burned.
It was an all-day experience. I think we were up on Jungfraujoch for at least 3 to 4 hours. By the time we were back though, we were happy to be back. It was a beautiful day, but it was exhausting.
There are so many adventures like this one. I mean, this is the adventure for this location, but there are many others, and we will cover it all.
So I got a question for you, Sue. If you didn't have a pass, would it be worth paying the full price to go up?
I think so. I do. It is something to see. It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. It is the top of Europe, so definitely.
I completely agree. All right, until next time.
Bye for now.
If you liked the video, please subscribe and hit that like button. Thanks for watching.